Hey, what's going on, man? Devo Danger, Talks with Devo Danger, back. I will be here forever. Nah, I'm just playing though. But man, it's been a second though, man. I have to take us. I always tell you that. I bet you guys be like, this nigga always say you gotta take a break. Well, I do. I'm sorry about that. But things be going on in life, and like I say, I gotta do my research, man. And then another thing, let me be honest with you. I was kind of just flabbergasted by some of the comments that be coming out about the coronavirus. I just wanted to take a break to try to see if they would make any major advances. You know how sometimes you got to just sit back and just kind of let things take their course, like the ball in their court. So I'm basically was waiting for them to make a move, and basically they're being patient right now. So I guess I got to be patient too, and just continue doing what I'm doing, continue working like it says. But man, this coronavirus stuff is just getting out of hand. I barely want to cover it anymore on the show. I feel like we're missing out on a lot of things talking about this one subject, continuously. But since it is the world's concern, I guess it still is the most popular topic at hand and the most important still. But man, they just making it so stupid and making it so dumb now. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, because basically, they lost my attention when they said that black people are the most susceptible people to catching the virus. And right there, they lost me. I didn't even care anymore. Like, I just thought that was the dumbest and most stupid thing to say. Like, how can like I already said, a virus, it's a virus, so it's not looking at race. It's going to affect whoever it can affect. So, I mean, they telling on themselves right there. They're telling you that they affecting the black race right there. They telling you on the news that it's not as deadly as people think, so they're letting you know they're doing the affecting themselves, and the affection is going on when you go to the doctor and you're going to when you're going to get checked out. And I saw the people who are catching it, off the streets. That's a small percentage, as they say. So, yeah, I mean, you gotta realize what's going on, man. These people are just still doing whatever. You guys don't understand. Trump already has signed his power over. He's not in control anymore. He's not controlling anything. He don't know what's going on. He's not prepared for this situation. So he's not prepared for any situations like this. He's just the face of the country, and that's how we were at a weak point, and for them to do stuff like this, because when you start letting anybody get elected who has no experience, that's how you at a bad point. Like, anytime somebody can get a job they have no experience in, that means just fuck everybody else, and I mean the world is in a fucked up situation. If there's one person who never had experience in even running in politics or anything like that, just decided that he was going to do it one year and he got it done. Now, that makes it look good for the thought that people can be whatever they want to be in life, but that makes you think that the system is flawed, right? Well, you would have to know that it is for that to happen. So, I mean, just realize these things, and just realize that man is not in control anymore. He's just a face. He's just saying whatever, hoping he get reelected next year. He a puppet in the game. Trump is nobody in this situation. He has people who he has to answer to, and he's enacting their plans and stuff for him. And that's why I said he don't know what's going on. They barely even briefing him on what's going on. That's why you hear him say one thing and something else happens. He trying to play the guessing game, because they keeping him out the loop too. They just know you can't do anything without I say so. So he waiting for them to say something, and he got to do a press conference. He just making shit up. And I guess that's when he decided black people are the most susceptible people to getting the coronavirus due to their health conditions. Come on, man. Get out of here with that bullshit, man. That's not true at all. You don't have no scientific facts, in place bringing that. That's biased information that you're using towards black people. Everybody gonna be susceptible to catching it in their own different way, because you're not talking about how white people got sun cancer and how sick you guys are and what type of diseases you guys get. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go there with that. But anyway, man, that's just my opinion. But I try to say I don't try to be biased with it. I'm just trying to look at it from a common point. Common sense perspective. That just don't make sense, man. Because then they get everybody panicking, want to cover up their mouths. But some of you guys still wear masks that only cover up your mouth, or you only covering up your mouth. And if you do cover up your mouth and your nose, then your eyes are still open, your ears are still open, your pores are still open, and you're still touching things with the gloves. And the gloves, like I said, you still got to change them and stuff. So you're just going with those gloves, and you get back in the car, do you touch your steering wheel? And then you go home, and then you open up that doorknob, and so it's like you're not doing anything. They're just scaring y'all right now. You guys, like I said, you're showing that a lot of people are showing that they don't have faith. That's why this is basically just a test right now. This is y'all basically giving people a last chance to figure it out, to start digging into some truth and start waking up, man. It's because it's like pretty simple. Like what's happening in front of you have to be done to realize what's not going on. They know that. That's why Trump wants to lift the enactment. To people to stay. He want people to start coming back out as soon as possible. But you see, the people who really running the show, they said what it's going to be continued to June. So look at that already, man. It's not a game, bro. He don't have no say so. They see people waking up, man. How you think Bill Gates got called out? They signed a petition against Bill Gates for acts against humanity for trying to get people to take the damn chip. They got a 400,000 signed petition by people all around the world starting to wake up, to starting to realize what the American government is up to. Now, if you see that, then if people realize that, what he up to, then you're going to realize that everybody else is in on it too. The athletes and certain actors and stuff, everybody is part of the agenda if they want to get paid. And if you want to get paid, then you're going to just, you don't follow the script. You're going to say you got this damn coronavirus and you really don't to basically spread the agenda so everybody can be on the same board, the same message. Now, they're not trying to scare people and they don't want to seem like a forceful situation, so they're just taking their time and they doing it so low key. They just taking their time and they letting the situation open up for itself. They're not forcing it on y'all like how a lot of people would think. Like how you would think you would really try to put it in your face. They're not doing that. It's just on the news and stuff like that. But it's up for you to freak out and feed into the hysteria. That's your job, to drive yourself crazy. And a lot of people are doing that. So you got a lot of people going in the house and getting stuck. And then they already knew they knew what was going to happen because they had psychologists tell them this. This is the American government. They're going to have a psychologist tell them what's going to happen to people's minds overall based on the studies of them being in the house versus people who get to go out every day. They already did research on this. And knew some of you guys were going to start having mental collapses and breakdowns. So you're going to do whatever it takes to get out the house when it's time to. You're going to take the vaccine, hands down. You guys got to understand that. They already have researchers doing the research to see the effects that this would have on your guys' psyche, to see that most of y'all can't take this. Most of y'all can't sit in the house and not be able to go out and be, be in the public eye, or just, feel like you, be out there, man. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people not homebodies. Not to say there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just telling you, they know how to use that against you, and they know how it's going to be weakening you, how you can't just do everything that you want to do. So, they got you in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, though, they realize a lot of people are waking up too, though. So, man, they in a hard place right now to see how they want to go because, like I said, they're not trying to force it on you because, to be honest, the American government, it's not more than them than us, And, they'll be hurting their cattle. We just their cattle, and they don't want to kill their herds. They only want to kill off some of the herd, the weak part of the herd. You understand what I'm saying? They going to kill the weak cattle, the old cattle and stuff, the ones that's slowing down the major herd. The big part of the flock or whatever. You guys got to understand that. And another thing, too, man, with this situation as well, they just want to see... This is basically, like I said, a test, man. You guys just got to realize that this is just a test. That's all it is. It's just to see it. You go try to get yourself right quick because this is going to be one of the last few tests. And each time it's going to be a harder test. It's always going to be a test for some people to pass to get out of a situation, to maybe open themselves up to kind of get some favor. But at the same time, as life progresses in these situations, if you think this is hard now, this is just going to be the easiest test. This is the first one, for people to start realizing that what time that we in right now. So you guys got to really understand that this is just actually the easy part of what's about to happen. So if you're feeling weak and you can't take this, then I don't know how you're going to make it in the next, what's going to happen in the next, like I said, I can't put a time period. I'm not the one running the show, but I don't know how you're gonna be ready for that whenever that does take place. Because like I said, they beating you up in the brain. They got you weak right now. They're hitting your pockets. They're taking away the things that you love. Surely you don't have sports. You don't have entertainment like that. Really, it's just it's a bad place for a lot of people right now. And then they're giving you the $1,200, basically wrap you around their finger. Because now you're going to want that $1,200 again. If they give you another $1,200, most people so dumb, they'll sit on their ass for 6 months instead of making the half amount they were going to make, $7,000, $8,000 in that 6 months. They'll sit on their ass and then wait for the $1,200 again, so they won't have to do nothing again, man. You know how people, it's fucked up that people do that, and that's how people think, but that's just the situation. So, and then when you take money, it's always something to it. So a lot of people who took the money, who taking the money, or I mean, you know what I'm saying? We just don't. I'm just saying, it's always a stipulation with taking money. Ain't nothing is free, right? We know that nothing is free in the world. So they giving us the $1,200, and they giving these businesses all this money and stuff. But it's always a catch, man. It's always that 1, 2, 3 catch. So I always, we just realize that nothing is free, man. They know what they got going on. They want some of you people to just sit down and stay in the house, keep getting beat down mentally, because they know they cracking a lot of people right now. A lot of people are getting depressed. A lot of people can't take it. You gotta watch that little Dr. Phil show. He do a show from his house or whatever. He interviews a lot of people who can't take the stress from being in the house or whatever. But he a part of the agenda too. I definitely don't trust Dr. Phil, man. He just act like he using scientific information to basically prove his point on this and that. But man, like I said, all that stuff is biased information because all scientists use data from different labs and facilities. So always be aware that when they do this research, man, you gotta see what they're doing. Because Harvard has come out with a paper, and then you have people, this college or this university or these group of people come out with this type of information, and then when you compare the information, some of they research is different. So you got to look at multiple research. They just use research from that support their opinions of what they believe. So they're using biased research. That's why I say science is really just a bunch of bullshit too. The only science that can really be applied, there's a lot of science that still makes sense and that's very useful. But what I'm telling you is science, it can be whatever I'm not saying it can be whatever you want it to be, but I'm just saying science changes, right? Science isn't like an ultimate truth. Like, different studies are going to prove that wasn't true, right? So that's going to let you know that was a lie. So what I'm telling you is science changes, so you got to take it for what it is. Like, it can't be compared. They try to compare science to the word of Yah and try to say that science is more relevant and is more practical in today's world, but Yah word doesn't change. The science words change all the time. Like, I know you guys know about gravity. They changed the law of gravity how many times? And it's a lot of things that they just flip around in science. Even with the astrology and the stars, they say certain things aren't planets anymore and all this type of stuff. They just basically make it up and say what they want to, man. So we know that. Even with geography, man, they could change the landscape of the world so it doesn't make sense. So you never know where you come from. And that's exactly what they did. They talk about the Pangea effect and all this bullshit, man. They know what's going on. But we just don't know what's going on. But like I said, they got the paperwork and the information from the original times. That's why the people who really ran the world, what if they do? When back in the day, when people are going to, coming to destroy, and they come into your village, and I told you they're going to pillage, they're going to kill, and what else are they going to do? They're going to take your history. And a lot of people say that they're going to burn it. No, they don't burn that shit. They keep it so they can use it against you. So they can use it against your ancestors as well, your traditions and your laws and stuff like that. And that's what they did. That's what they're doing right now against us, the Hebrew people. They make it so hard for us to basically get through life without having to sin. Like, every day you gotta, basically, take some sort of risk. And your risk is, your soul. You don't even have to be risking your life. But even for you to have to be successful, you gotta put money over everything. And that's the mentality we're not supposed to be taking. As I told you, that's putting mammon over everything. And I told you already, we're not supposed to do that. You can't serve two masters. If you do, you will love one and not the other. So can't be serving that money, man. Like, you gotta take it for what it is. Even if you're gonna be a little broke, not broke, but you might not have, or that don't mean it's not coming. Just get it the right way. Money is not hard to make, so you shouldn't have to work that damn hard to get it. And that's what people get confused at. That don't mean you break your damn morals to get the money as well. So, you got to find a balance between the two. You got to find a balance with getting the money and not working too hard. You know what I'm saying? But getting enough to where, you're just happy and satisfied. Like, everybody don't need to be rich, everybody is supposed to be rich, but are we gonna have some people that have more than others? Of course, that's just the way of life. But does that mean any people with less should feel like they really have less? No, not at all, because it's enough to go around. So we let them think like it's not enough to go around. But you seen what they just did, right? They just printed up 2 point what, and then they did sent you what, and then they gave the business how much. So stop acting like it ain't no money out here, man. It's a lot of money. They could put that money in circulation anytime they want to. That's why, like I told you, that's why it's all a corrupted system. It shouldn't be like that. Money is supposed to be gold. You can't make gold out of nowhere. You can't make silver out of nowhere. Rubies, that's all that stuff is already here. And you can't basically form that shit. You know what I'm saying? They can't print that, So with that being said, they can't fake the currency with the gold, but with the money they can. They can act like we super rich, and I guess we are. But I guess the money is based on your gold amount, how much gold. But they don't got the gold. They got the jewels, and we the jewels. So people don't understand that. Motherfuckers just want to really harbor black people. And if you don't understand that, we the jewels, the jewels and the gold. Y'all understand, man. That's why they want to scatter us all around the world so we could be everywhere. Okay. We a check, man. Y'all, the countries get paid. They get extra money for us. Because we the commodity. You don't understand that. No, but seriously though, y'all don't understand that for real. We the commodity in every country, man. We the ones that's really making a difference with the culture, with our worth ethic, and how we make the world move, and how we the social balance in the world. And if you guys don't understand that, then you mistaken. Everything moves around us, man. Nothing else. We make it popular. If we don't approve of it, it doesn't exist. Our money, our dollar is the most important dollar. Our opinion is the most important opinion. If you don't think that, then okay. I don't know what world you living in, but man, look at everything that goes around, man. If it ain't no blacks involved, or no Hebrews or Browns or whatever you want to call us, then it's not going to be nothing of importance to nobody. And that's just facts, man. Just being honest. Even if you're not a part of the show, and even if you're not a part of the show or watching the show, and they don't have no black people on the show, they still need your demographics to watch the show to say that it's important, so to say for it to be popular. Y'all understand that? I don't think you do. Even on the radio stations, it's gonna be, they need that black demographic. If without a black demographic, you can't do anything, man. You understand that? I don't think you do, man. If y'all did, y'all be more involved in, speaking and getting y'all opinion out there, because people have no choice but to catch on. We don't speak our opinion. We just show our ass. So that's why, we never really get the results that we're looking for. We got to start speaking up for ourselves, using these platforms that's given to us to basically take advantage of the gift that we was given, because I told y'all our opinions are the most important opinions in the world. And if you don't think so, that's not true, man. They went to so much trouble to take us from where we were from and to put us in these places and put us in captivity, to break us down mentally, and then create a system to where we can survive, but act like we have something but really have nothing. So y'all understand that this is really we supposed to have it all. So they put us in the system to make us just give us the illusion that we can get it all, but really it's nothing, because you trying to work for something that's already yours. See, everything was already taken from us, so we fighting for some shit that's already ours. You know how stupid that shit sound? They want to make you fight to be a millionaire and to fight for your rights, but really the rights are in our name. We were here first. Everything was taken from us. We don't understand. Y'all don't understand that. I ain't gonna say we all understand, so I'm not gonna put myself in that one. But if you don't understand it, then you have to. Like, they're making you fight for your own success, and the success is already birthright. They don't have birthright. We have birthright. Y'all gotta understand who the chosen people are, man. It's Devo Danger, and it's us, man. It's us, not the other ones, man. And I'm not saying white people. I'm just saying for the people who don't believe in the covenant, a Gentile. You know what I'm saying. You got to be circumspect, man. You got to actually know what's going on and have respect for the truth of the world. And they know the truth of the world. That's why they go to so much lengths to put us down. That's why all of a sudden black people are the most susceptible people to getting coronavirus. Man, get the fuck out of here with that. We can't allow them to say things like that and get away with it, man. It's just complete blasphemy, and it's complete disrespectful to us as a nation and as a people who are responsible for the success of the American government and country as well, and putting a military in better chances of winning wars. If it wasn't for black people, they wouldn't even won the wars that they won. So they need to realize that and realize our skill and stop playing with us, man. They wouldn't even have a entertainment world if it wasn't for us. But they use the entertainment world against us. So, see, now it's shut off. Like I said, I got all these people waking up. People starting to realize what's going on. Now Trump want motherfuckers to go back outside because people starting to figure out too much shit, man. People starting to realize that this situation is population control and all this other stuff, but it goes deep into that too. I told you, get y'all Bibles out and realize what's going on, man. This ain't the last plague. And it's the weakest one of them all. This is just a test play to see how people are going to react to how you guys are going to take to sit in the house. This is going to get way worse than this. Because like I said, this is a test. This corona or whatever, they're going to say it evolved into something else. Because people didn't abide by the rules. A lot of people didn't follow social distancing or whatever the shit is, whatever the situation may be, man. But my point is to you, y'all need to be strong. You can't be weak-minded in a situation like this. You got to be healthy in your mind. Being able to make the right decisions, because a person with a weak mind is going to have a weak body. So, stay strong in your mind, and then your body will follow, man, because you will be able to make decisions for yourself that won't, that'll put you in the best outcome. That's all you can hope for. You just got to have faith. You can't downplay the word of Yah and what he said he was going to do. You're not supposed to be worried about this. You're not supposed to be not going outside because of some shit like this. Somebody said it's flu season. When people say it's flu season, a lot of people are catching colds. That don't stop you guys from going outside and do what you was going to do. You guys do what you do and treat it just like that same situation. Don't let these people throw you off and scare you. Basically put this fear into you. Because then now you messing up with Yah. And because he told you don't even fall for no shit like this. That mean you have faith. And that mean you don't believe in him. And I mean you're not going to get no protection. That mean you're going to catch that shit. That mean you're going to be a person who's something bad can't happen to you because now you're not under no spiritual protection. So you want your spiritual protection, you gotta listen. He told you don't be scared, so that's what you need not to be. Stop freaking out. This shit ain't nothing to be worried about. Not yet, at least. Like I told you, this is the easy part. You guys should be having y'all lawn chairs outside and having the barbecue. Forget them. But also, I'll tell you one thing. An online writer recently wrote that the coronavirus outbreak may actually be a biological weapon created in China to attempt population control. She states that the blueprint for the biological weapon comes from a novel written in 1981 named The Eyes of Darkness, which is about a virus named the Wuhan 400 that's used to wipe out China's population. Hey, I told you, man. People already know what's going on. And that's just something obvious. Like when you read that shouldn't even be something that surprised you. That shouldn't be like it's not even one of those situations anymore. Like I told you, the truth has been out. People are already understanding what's going on. But look, fear is an ungodly thing. The Bible calls it the spirit of fear. And the spirit has lips, hands, teeth, and feet. If you give the spirit of fear a place, it will devour you. Fear is evident token, perdition. Philippians 1:28. Fear is the absence of faith. Hebrews 3:12 calls it the evil heart of unbelief. We must shake this damnable abomination and put Yeshua, the solution, the deliverance from all life's problems. Man, so they letting you know already, man. You guys gotta wake up, man. You gotta stop being scary, man. Because then you bringing in a whole nother level, a whole nother problem to you. Just because you're scared of the coronavirus, now you shaking a whole nother power and a whole nother atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even understand. Just not believing and being scared. What type of place that puts you in? You don't even understand because you only thinking in this realm. But like I said, we all know we got souls, so you guys need to understand that. You what you doing now, man? You shaking everything, and you're not supposed to be shaking that. But and I was just watching the anime, and basically it was speaking a lot of truth, and I always tell you you guys about the nature and everything, and animes always get real deep, so I just want to break this down to you as well. He say they chopped down the cedar trees on Mount Keda as they liked. When mountain rages, river rages, and the ground rages. So he letting you know what's that. River rages or ocean, that's typhoons, ground rages. That's earthquakes. And then when the mountain rages, what's that? Avalanches. So everything becomes the human's enemy, and there will be no place for humans to live. I cannot get into difficult matters, but humans are a part of nature. We shouldn't forget that. I already told you, man. We basically soil. It said that he made us from dirt. So our genetic makeup is that much similar to soil because that's where we come from. And what do you think all these things I found? Gold and stuff like that, and magnesium and iron, and platinum and plumedium. These things are from the earth. So that's why it's in our blood. And I told you that's why they want to harness these things, because that's what's really inside you. All these precious metals that you think you can't get your hands on, you already composed of them. So you want something, and it's already in you. You guys got to realize that, man. We are precious, man. So they want to take that preciousness out of you with these 5G networks, and they already got the 6G networks coming, man. These people not playing. They got you also worried about the coronavirus. You ain't worried about the 6G networks that they already that they about to start putting up with their new forms of artificial intelligence. So you guys got to wake up and start being aware. Now I can't talk to you about that type of stuff because you're still worried about this one thing. So let's shift past this so we can get to the next chapter. Let's get on this artificial intelligence, and let's get on this the true geography of the world. And I told you we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm sorry, but man, we got to move past this because this is basically just child's play at this point. This is nothing for us to be even thinking about no more. Like, we should be letting the situation go. And with that being said, and they also said these people, the WHO official, I don't know if you guys know these people, WHO, yeah, they are a group, with a lot of pull, World Health Organization, of course. We may have to enter homes and remove family members because of the coronavirus. And then they say, see, look, I put shit together. So, look, they come out with this, the WHO, the World Health Organization says we may have to enter homes and remove family members because of the coronavirus. Then they say black people are the ones more susceptible to passing the disease around, and the ones more likely to catch it. So that's a double-edged sword right there. So what are they telling you? We might have to start running the black people's house and taking motherfuckers out the crib. And guess what? Guess who don't have no rights? Guess who? We minorities, so we're not even looked at as pawn as real. People would say so on this motherfucker. So guess what? I guess by their constitution, they'll be in every right to do what they see fit to us, huh? And y'all love y'all some Obama, man. If Obama was really who he say he was, and he was so for us, if you was the black president, that would be the main thing that I would change, right? To make us whole people. To make us, as equal as the whites when it come to voting and stuff like that. But guess what? That would give us the majority, right? Oh, so he didn't do that shit, right? But if you was a black man, you were really for the black people. Don't you think that would be your main concern? Fuck everything else. That's what I would have did. I would have made us a whole vote or whatever the situation may be. I would have made everybody, bam, equal. And guess what? We would have had all the power and the majority. And guess what? He know that. And guess what he related to? I already told you. All the presidents are somehow related. And they all kind of got the same common ancestor. So he already related to George Bush. But y'all love y'all some damn Obama, though. And he ain't did shit for you truly. But smile. And have a good rapport with the people. That's all he got is a good rapport with the people. He just didn't offend nobody. He a nice guy. Okay, cool. I told y'all about nice people. One type of people that really are behind closed doors. You never trust a person that's too nice up front. I'm telling you, that's a disguise right there, man. Everybody know that. And if you don't know, but now you know. That's like that little creep motherfucker at the park, right? Got the candy and shit. Come on, man, get your nice ass on. Nobody trusts you. That's what that's how I look at it. And if you don't think of it like that, then okay, you being very gullible, Mr. Gullible Man. Nice people kidnap kids, man. Get the fuck on. Somebody like nice people. That's not how people are. I'm just being honest. Shit. I'm talking about overly nice too. You know, everybody can be excused, you know, whatever. But you know, overly nice, man, ain't no such thing. I don't trust that shit. You shouldn't trust an overly nice person. And if you do, man, they got something that they trying to do, use against you, or trying to get information, plot. Come on now. But anyway, man, Devo Danger, you know what I'm saying? Hey, talks with Devo Danger always will be going on every major platform, man. Been doing our thing. Had to take a break, but I'm back, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be definitely putting out content. And, you know, speaking, like I said, I was just trying to wait to see what's going to happen. You know, they offended me with that comment. You know, I feel I was flabbergasted. So, you know, I ain't even want to speak no more. Like, these motherfuckers, man. These coons talking that shit, you know, and then black people. Then you got people on the radio believing it. Like, I went to the grocery store and people didn't have on the mask. I had to go to the white neighborhood. Like, come on, man. Ricky Smiley, you a bitch, man. I don't even understand how you can even say something like that. He felt more comfortable in the white neighborhood. Man, you don't have any faith, Ricky Smiley. So everybody knows you guys are a part of the agenda with the things that you say. You guys are fucking lame. That's some cool shit to say, dog. And people with power don't even know how to use it to even inform people the right way, man. I just want to tell you some bullshit and tell you they shit. He a scary motherfucker. You can't listen to a scary person. Then what is he gonna breed? Fear. Come on now. You gotta kill a fear, extinguish that flame. People don't understand that, man. But also to just let you know, let you guys know, citizens across China are concerned after a bright flying object has been. Citizens across China concerned after a bright flying object believed to have been a missile flew across the sky. The alleged missile was seen in 4 different regions of the country. Citizens believe that this was a part of a hyper supersonic missile test from the government, as there was a sea travel ban across the Bohai Sea during the hours that alleged the missile was seen. Dun dun dun. Told you guys we're going on the water, man. Told you, man. Told you what they use the water for. But anyway, man, another thing I want to talk to you about, you know, just a little small connection I made. Have you guys seen that new Ninja Turtles? That new one? It's pretty raw, right? It's actually pretty amazing. It's, you know, might be the best one due to storyline, of course, graphics, fight scenes, and just the true, you know, power of the Turtles. But that's not what it's about. You know, great movie. Kudos to whoever made it. The movie, the part that caught my attention was the part where at the end with Shredder. I mean, not Shredder, but yeah, when the part where they were fighting Shredder on the bridge or whatever, and they was basically just going. They were using the tower on the top of the bridge. They were using the tower on top of the building. My bad, as a way to emit the virus in the air, because it was, you know, a tall building and it was tall enough to, once it picked up in the atmosphere of the world, the breeze, the wind will carry it across. So what do you guys think they doing now with the coronavirus thing? They show you shit like that. They're telling themselves all the time. So and they do that all the times in the movies. They get on the top of the buildings. They use the fucking antenna as a way to emit the virus. And what are these fucking antennas really run on? The 5G networks, right? Ooh, Devo Danger, you too smooth, man. But look, man, y'all gotta understand that. So they use the damn building to emit the virus that was ran on a 5G super network. They do that shit all the time in the movies. Go watch the Ninja Turtles. You don't even have to watch it if you don't like Ninja Turtles. Just seeing how they took that virus and used it and put it in the atmosphere using the tallest buildings in New York. So what do you think they're doing in other places when they use those planes, those chemical planes? Just put that shit in the air. And all this other bullshit, sneaky shit that they do. So I'm just telling you guys, be aware of what's going on. Take these signs, these messages, use them as literal. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, you know. That's all we got to do, man. Ain't nothing wrong with, you know, saying that you wrong or realizing that you was wrong for being a little scary. You know what I'm saying? But just gotta, if you don't want to accept what's really going on, then you always gonna be scared until you get the true knowledge. once you get truly informed of the situation, then you know you won't have that fear, because then you just know, and they just, like I said, they just trying some shit, and they really can't do anything unless we allow them to. Like if you watch The Cabin in the Woods, what's the Cabin in the Woods say at the end? If you don't know what The Cabin in the Woods about, The Cabin in the Woods was a movie about they take five college students, right, and they put them in a cabin in the woods. Now, the cabin in the woods is basically a setup. It's basically a way for them to murder sinners or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's basically it's like a study that the devil is doing, and it's basically a way for him to collect souls and collect powers. Now, if they don't sin, then there's nothing that he can do against them. They can't be murdered. They can't be killed. They don't transgress. But if they sin, then they are for grabs. And then, you know, they can be, you know, killed in so many horrible type of ways. And it's a fucked up situation. But and basically that's just showing you that's how the world is. It's all a test. And if you fail a test, then anything can happen to you. Then you can be the devil's toy. He can fuck with you and do anything he wants to you if you don't have faith, and if you are not believing. And a lot of people are gonna be in that situation just because they're scared and they not they don't have faith, and they're not believing in what they're supposed to believe in. So that's where you guys are gonna be putting yourself in a major way of harm. And like I said, you don't believe me, just go watch the movie for yourself. I'm not trying to relate everything to movies, but I'm just saying it's just proof right there. Like, you know, a movie don't have to tell me that, but that movie already showed me that. Of course, I'm thinking right, because they basically letting you know, like, and they going deep. They have a whole office of people who work for the devil. Like, and these are regular people, and they treat it like it's a regular office job, like it's nothing different. They did a pot. They were doing a pot on the way that the people were going to die. You know what I'm saying? So they looking at it like a ha-ha, he-he. But also they looking at it as this is a part of the world, and this has to happen for the world to continue. And they also said that, you know, if this shit didn't happen, then the world would end. And if they didn't, do the shit that they were doing, because there wouldn't be a balance to it. So you guys got to understand, man, what's going on, and get on the right team before it's too late, man. Devo Danger, Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? You know what's going on. You got to start looking into him, looking it up. Look at him up, let him know what's going on. Let him know that, hey, you know, I've been missing for a while, but, you know, at the same time, you know, this was an eye-opener for me. And, you know, just apologize and then move forward from there, and then just start spreading the word, you know. You know, that's all it is. You got to change up what you're talking about, because guess what? Everything that you was talking about ain't even important now. Because now that none of that shit is even going on. Ain't nothing going on right now. So what's the only thing that people could talk about that's important right now? The word of Yah and truth. So you guys got to understand that and realize what we heading to. And like I said, it's a test right now. You guys got to be willing to pass with flying colors, man. If not, then, you know, you're going to be repeating the grade. And each time, the grade going to get harder and harder. You're going to be doing the same grade over, right? But it's not going to be the same curriculum. The test going to be harder each time for you, you know, because they're going to feel like you should be able to pass. And they're going to be like, but you knowing so much information from last year, you're not going to make it the same. You're going to make it easier. We're going to make it harder for you, you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's going to happen. So if you scared already on the corona test, then how you going to pass the other shit that's going to happen? That's going to be worse than this. So you need to not be scared right now, and don't let that fear hold you and block you from the truth. Stop listening to these people and do your own damn research and realize what's going on, because they just placing fear in your heart, man. I told you, you know, you can't be letting these people dictate your life like it's theirs, man. That's what they want to do. They want to control your life from their home and how life go, man. You can't be doing that. You know, that's not how life go. You know, you got to be on point. You got to be on your P's and Q's, man. And that's, all I can pretty much tell you. If not, then, like I said, you'll be letting another person live your life from their damn house, from their home, while they living it up. And they not worried about anything because they know exactly what's going on. So if you know exactly what's going on, then you will be on point. You know, ain't nothing nobody can do against you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing nobody can be able to use against you to knock you off your square, you know, because that's what they want to do. They want to make you feel uncomfortable. And they want to make you worried about everything, and they want to make you paranoid, so you freak the fuck out. But then you get in a psych state, a psych's awards control, or you lose your mind like that. Then you become the government property. Then they gonna vaccine your ass up, and you ain't even gonna have no say so anyway. So a lot of you people, like I said, it's not the time to be going crazy and losing your mind, going to jail. You got to sit down so you can have as much control over your rights as humanly possible right now. Because when the time comes, they're going to be vaccinating whoever the fuck they want to. If you don't have rights, if you don't have no say-so, you're going to be the first motherfuckers getting vaccinated. Like, so all the people in jail, they're going to be the first ones. That's how you're going to know it's going to be happening, because they're going to be calling you on the phone if they still let you talk to them or whatever. They're going to be like, damn, they in here doing vaccinations on everybody. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. They're not going to have no say-so. They're not going to have rights. They're going to tell them legally that they have to do it. So be aware of that, man. It's Devo Danger. You know what I'm saying? I told you first, and if you don't believe me, look it up for yourself, man. Hey, you know, the show will continue. You know, we will be back. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. You know, it'll never stop. You know I took a little break, man. But like I said, I had to see what was going on, man. They tried it, man. They always trying some shit, man. That shit just make you mad when they, like I say, when they trying to play it's like we stupid. And then you got people who actually on the street who believe that shit. Man, you know, we the most, man. I hear that shit, man. Devo Danger, man. I'll holler, man.